They like him in Cranston. In fact, Cranston Mayor Ken Hopkins is in studio with me. He likes the flock cameras. He say they help catch bank robbers and everything else. They've got them around town. Mayor, I've just ran 3 or 4 stories that people are pushing back against these. In New Bedford, a couple of cops in Lynn, and then Stowe, Massachusetts, abusing the system. And yet you're convinced these things work. You want to keep them.
Oh, absolutely. Gene, our criminal activity has dropped 30% in the city of Cranston since we installed them. Personally, I think this is a national movement. There's a group out there trying to defund the police, trying to get rid of these cameras. It's interesting how it's happening all of a sudden. And it's been a great tool for our police officers in Cranston. And the biggest thing is I trust my colonel. Colonel Winquist is second to none, and he's in charge of the program. He makes sure that they're private, that people that break the law that come into Cranston will get caught.
Yeah. Now, there is a general overriding privacy concern, though. That's been a cause of concern. What's these things we're putting in? I know over the past 3 weeks, it's one thing after another, but there has been a general concern. Gee, every time I pass the corner, you snap my license plate. Now, you get me, because I work in your fair city.
Sure do.
I behave. I haven't really given it a second thought, but what would you say to those who do?
Those that go to Dunkin' Donuts and get their coffee in the morning, they're on camera.
So that's me too?
Absolutely.
Yep.
You go to your bank, you're on camera. You walk out of your house, you're on a Ring doorbell camera. It's the nature of the times that we live in. And I'm concerned about the privacy aspect, and that's why I have so much trust in my police leadership to make sure that it is private. We get rid of them in 30 days, whatever the information is. And I might also encourage the Department of Corrections to work with us on the license plates themselves, making sure that they're more visible, making sure that the new technology helps the flock camera as opposed to hindering it.
All right, so you're convinced.
Absolutely.
You're going to keep them despite the tide turning against them in other communities, not in Cranston. You think they work, you're keeping them. You have no instances of abuse, by the way.
None.
No.
None whatsoever.
And you brought up the license plates. I don't know if we still make them which would be made in Cranston as well.
Made in Cranston.
Made in Cranston. They should put that on the license plate.
Yes.
You'd like to see a better design to actually assist the flock camera?
It's something that would help illuminate the license plate a little bit better. Again, some people put covers over them. And again, I don't know the detail on how they make them, but I know they do make them over at the Department of Corrections. And that would definitely enhance the reader to be able to identify these flock cameras. And if you're breaking the law and you come into my city, you're going to get caught.
Yep.
You know, don't break the law. My job as a government official is to keep my city safe, and that's the intent of it. But I'm concerned that this is a national movement right now. The fact that it's happening all of a sudden, we need to curb that, and we need to come out real strong to make sure that we are a safe city.
Well, it's funny you mention that, because I had a North Kingstown councilman who happened to be in with me just the other day, and he was the one who put forth the resolution to get rid of them in North Kingstown. He prevailed. The vote was 3-2. They're pulling them out. And he said, well, I'm not so much concerned about local abuse. I'm concerned about setting up a national data network that ICE could get a hold of. Now, that kind of piqued my interest, and you just said you're concerned that this is a national movement with advocates behind it for another reason. What more can you tell me about that? Have you heard of this, or are you just putting this together yourself?
I'm putting it together myself, but I have heard rumors out there that they're trying to do this. I find it interesting that it's happening all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's happening everywhere all of a sudden. To me, that raises my suspicion. But all I know is what we do in Cranston. I know that the information is kept for 30 days. Usually within 24 hours, anybody that's violating the law or breaking the law in my city are going to get caught. So I'm promoting safe cities, promoting the city of Cranston, as well as Providence and Warwick. Yeah. They're our neighbors. We get a lot of transients go through into Providence. And I've worked with Colonel Perez and Mayor Smiley to enforce this in Providence as well.
You're right. There have been cases of, I'll just say theoretically, a bank robber in Providence. He comes into your town, your flock camera catches him. I know that's happened, similar instances more than once. Let me ask you this while you're in politics. you're the Republican. In fact, you're the leader of your party. You're the highest ranking Republican we have. You're a Republican mayor. You've been elected once, you've been elected twice. Are you with, you're very close with Dan McKee. You guys like each other.
I'm close
you work with each other.
I'm close with Jack Reed as well.
Yeah.
You know what? One of the things I've learned when you're the only show in town, you've got to work with both sides of the aisle. My interest has always been what's in the best interest of the city of Cranston. And if they're going to help us make Cranston better, then I work with them.
There's no chance you're going to endorse Dan McKee, right? You're still a Republican when it comes to that?
Well, I'm still a Republican.
Yeah.
Let's see how that falls. There's a congressional race with 2 great Republican candidates. There's a governor's race with Republican candidates. I'm going to sit back and watch, and once that comes out, we'll see what happens.
All right, Mayor Ken Hopkins, Cranston. He's the mayor of our home city over here, the studios in Cranston. Thanks for coming in.
Always a pleasure, Gene.
We'll catch you on the flock going out.
Absolutely.
All right.
Safe city.
Thanks.